The title of To Dream the Impossible Scheme, I love. Try saying that without launching into song. There's also a quote in this that I adored and I thought was very thought-provoking, but as an episode, I didn't really care for it. Gopher's grandfather is coming to visit, and when his grandfather visits, he's going to build the underground overground city, the very first underground overground city, or was it overground underground city? I feel like I'm about to start talking about the Wombles. But his grandpappy doesn't want to do this, so Gopher decides to do it instead, and things don't necessarily go according to plan. And I'll talk more about that with the spoiler warning in a moment, and I'll give the quote. The quote is quite near the end and might spoil things. I didn't care for the actual narrative development. I thought it was very slow. I thought it didn't really get anywhere. I liked the character of the grandpappy once he arrived. I liked the design of him. I thought he was really cool. Definitely a character I would have liked to have seen more in this. There is only one episode left of New Adventures, so I assume he doesn't come back into it. But nevertheless, what we had of him, I didn't mind. But I didn't find the actual narrative to be that interesting, to be honest. However, the quote I loved. So this quote's at the end, so a spoiler from now, I'm going to discuss what happened, what went wrong, what the problem was. And at the end, Gopher realizes this overground underground city doesn't work. And Grandpappy says, I know. I know the plans were not right. That's why I didn't build it. And he said, if I'd have built it, I wouldn't have had anything left to dream about. And I thought that was so thought-provoking. Dreams are what keep most of us going. Dreams of, something specific, or dreams of just a better life, dreams of overcoming fears. The dreams and the hopes are what keep us going. And if you either fulfill those dreams or realize those dreams are impossible, like we have with this scheme, then what have you got left? And I thought that was really interesting. So if you are lamenting forgotten dreams or things you've never achieved that you wanted to achieve, you've still got the hope. You may still be able to do it. If you're upset that you haven't yet visited a holiday destination you want to, try and be thankful that you at least still have that dream. That's something to work towards, something to achieve. I know it's a bit of a stretch to try and feel like that because really the actual reality should hopefully be better than the dream itself. But as Grandpappy pointed out, that's not always the case. And sometimes to just dream, to fantasize, is more fulfilling than the reality itself. So I thought that was a really nice message and really, really thought-provoking and quite inspiring. Unfortunately, it was quite a dull narrative to get to that point, but Grandpappy was an interesting enough character. So, yeah, it's definitely not my favourite episode, but there were some bits of To Dream the Impossible Scheme that I quite liked.